Good morning, children. Welcome back to online classroom of Sri Gokulam Public School, Guruvayur. I am Jaypriya, your computer science faculty. Children, in our last class, we just refreshed the terms associated with Python. That is tokens, keywords, literals, identifiers, punctuators, operators, etc. Out of this, the keywords, tokens and identifiers are very important. Okay, tokens are the smallest individual unit we used in a program, whereas identifiers are the names of a variable, object, function, etc. Okay, identifiers name should be started with a letter. Okay, then the number, we can use numbers, letters and a special symbol to name identifier. Okay, no space is allowed between the names. These are the rules to name an identifier. So today let us start with new topic, the components of a Python. Okay, the components include expressions, statements, comments, functions and blocks or soup. Then first one, expression. Expression means the legal combination of variables are called expressions. Okay, the variables are used to assign a value or to store a value. For example, x equal to 10. It's an expression. Clear? Then all the instructions in a Python program is called statements. A is equal to 10. Then C is equal to A. Print A. These are the different types of expressions. Statements. All the instructions are called statements. Then third one, comments. Comments are also readable information that gives information of a source code. Okay, two types of comments we can use, single line comment and multi-line comment. Single line comment and multi-line comment. For single line comment, you can use the hash symbol to comment. Okay, the multi-line comments, you can use the triple quotes. Clear? Triple quotes here you can use to comment multi-lines. Okay, then next one, what is next one? Functions. Functions are the code sections that can be reused by calling their names. Okay, functions are a set of code that can reuse by their names. Clear? Functions we can reuse. And last one, blocks or suits. Okay, blocks or suits are also a set of instructions. But remember one thing, when you use blocks, all the lines should be indented. So these are the components of a Python. Expressions, statements, comments, functions and blocks or suits. Okay. Next one is variables and assignment. Okay, do you know what is meant by a variable? What is its role in a Python program? Variables are the storage locations or storage spaces to store some values. See children, here we have some instruction, that is name is equal to Jane. So this Jane is stored in this variable name. Then x is equal to 10, that is the value 10 is stored in x. Okay, these are different types of assignment. See children, here first x equal to 10, then print x. So the value of x will print here. Then next x equal to hello world, then print x. Then the value of x will change. Now the value of x equal to hello world. So here it prints hello world. A variable point to a value of certain type is made to point to some other type is called dynamic typing. Okay. So here first x equal to 10, then x equal to hello world. So the value assigned to this x is changed. This type of assignment is called dynamic typing. Okay, that is we can change the value of assignment. Okay. The next one is static typing. The dynamic typing is entirely different from static typing. In static typing, the variable assigned with some particular data type at the type of definition, variable definition. It cannot be changed. This one is called static type. Okay. Next one is multiple assignment. See children, here A is equal to B is equal to 10. So we are assigning the value 10 to two variables A and B. Okay, A is equal to B is equal to 10. The other method is x, y, z is equal to 10, 20, 30. So these 10, 20, 30 value will be assigned orderly to x, y, z. Orderly means first value assigned to first variable, second value assigned to second variable, and the third value assigned to third variable. Okay. The next one, x, y is equal to y, x. This type of instruction we use to swap the variable. Okay, we use to swap the variable. That is, here we are assigning x, y as 10 and 20. So when we use this instruction, that is x, y is equal to y, x, 20 will assign to x and 10 will assign to y. This is swapping of variables or swapping of values. Okay. Next one, how to read an input. See, here we have two statements. First, name is equal to input, enter a name. Enter a name. Okay, see children, to read from keyboard we can use the function input. Okay, input function is used to read a value through keyboard. Okay, so while printing this enter a name, you can enter a name. That name will be stored into this name. Okay, then to read numbers you can use two types of functions, int and float. This int one is used to convert the entered data into integer, and float one is used to convert into floating point. Okay, for example, here num is equal to float of input enter a number. Okay, so and when you see this command enter a number, you can enter one number. That number will be floating point number that is assigned to num. Okay, whatever number you enter, that will be converted to floating point and assigned to variable num. Okay, so input statement, to read from keyboard you can use input statement. Okay. Next one, output statement. See children, here we have some statements. First, print hello. Okay, so when this statement executed, it print the word hello. Then print 10.5. Okay, it prints a floating point value. It prints a string. Here print 5 into 5. Okay, an expression. After evaluating this expression, it prints the result, that is 25 will print. Here see a is equal to 6. Okay, then print value of a is equal to, then here the quotation you can close and put a comma, then write a, then the value of a is equal to 6 will print. Multiple variables you can, or multiple strings you can use in a printf statement. Okay, or this print statement. Okay, see children, this input output, see you already studied all these things in your +1 standard. That's why I simply explain all this topic. Okay, I don't know if anyone is here without knowing this topic. That way I am showing this example. Otherwise I will move directly to your next topic. Okay, I don't know if anyone is there without knowing all this topic. That way I just give example for this question. So anyone is there without knowing this topic, please copy all these into your notebook and go through it daily. Okay. See children, this string element has some advanced features. It automatically converts the given items into a string value. Suppose if you want to print a number, the number will be automatically converted to its corresponding string value, then only is printed by the print statement. Okay, the another one is the print statement contain one SEP operator. The default value of the SEP operator is space. Default value of the SEP operator is space. See children, here we have some statement. First one, print I am Jaya. Okay, so here the default SEP operator is assigned as space. Okay, space is assigned to default SEP operator. That's why like I am Jaya. You can set any value to set operator. See the example, I am Jaya. Here step I assign 3 dots. Okay, assign 3 dots to this set operator. So when this instruction executes, it displays I 3 dots and 3 dots Jaya. Clear? You can assign any value to this set operator. Clear these input and output statements? Okay, so please practice more problems or more programs by using these input, output and variable assignment etc. from your home. Okay, on next section we will learn about different types of operators. Okay, then see you again. Till then, take care. Bye.